Hello guys, are we live? I think we're live. I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. See? No one yet. Okay. Is there anyone in? Nope. Anyone on YouTube? Wanna watch the stream? Sure you guys do. I'll make an announcement. Alright. I'll put an announcement. Putting up an announcement. Surprised not to see electric jellyfish in. Yeah, I just want to do a little political update. Basically because there's been a lot going on lately and I'm too lazy to make a lot of videos and edit all of them. They're more or less short videos with not enough detail. And yeah, okay. So, yeah, that terrorist attack was quite bad. In Australia, with Jews being murdered. Okay, so, I'm going to, first off, bring the news about Dallas Brody, the leader of the Wood BC, or was, I guess, was. Technically was, but she isn't now. So, I am going to see. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure. I think Tara Armstrong's still a part of the Wood BC. I think. But I'm not sure. Okay. I'm gonna show you some news. This is a CBC article, so obviously it's going to be more liberal. But I'll share. There we go. I think we're shared, are we? Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised electric jellyfish isn't in here, to be honest. Oh, it could be the timing. I'm not sure. Okay. So, OBC says it has removed MLA Dallas Brody as its leader. I know this is old news, but in another post on X, OBC accused Brody of trying to breach party security systems. Brody has not yet responded. That's Brody there. Meet and greet. Yeah, that's where she announced it to. I'm gonna go on her X. I don't think this said it's me to another tab. I think I'm logged into X on this. Sleep, I know, but okay. Dallas Brody. Okay. Let's just still make sure we're still fine here. Good. Yeah. So, someone named James Davidson, to be completely honest, I don't even know who the hell he is. Abbotsford West candidate for Wood BC. Okay. Yeah, because they're still doing candidates, I think. They got candidates at their go already. So goodbye. Sorry if I look tired. It's been a long day. So, they must have started opening nominations for candidates. Because chances are there will probably be elections soon. First interview with party status for Tara Armstrong. So this is everything Dallas Brody retweeted. Packed here to whatever. For BC hasn't changed. Meet and greet Dallas Brody. Thank you, Wyatt. We are going to move forward with integrity and courage. So on, so on. Okay, so let's see what Tara Armstrong says. Tara. Hey, once again, I'm sorry. Okay, Tara Armstrong. House Leader for BC. Canadians care for their own homes. Okay, so let's see. I want to take a moment to speak openly from the heart about the recent events at Wood BC and the rationale behind the decision I have come to. I enter politics for one reason and one reason only: to fight for the people of British Columbia and to stand up against policies that are doing real harm to our province. From the very beginning, I made a promise to myself that no party, no title, no political convenience would ever be worth compromising my integrity, values, and principles. That commitment that led me to stand beside Dallas Brody when she was unfairly removed from John Rustin's caucus. I believe in her, and until recently I've defended and supported her as the leader of the Wood BC without hesitation. And that same moment in time also brought me together with two remarkable individuals, Tim Thielman and Paul Ratchford. These men stood with us when we excited and co-promised caucus and stepped into the uncertainty of serving as independent MLAs in the legislature. She might be back as independent. I'm gonna double check on my phone. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check. I don't know if it says she's an independent or not, but okay. I'm gonna go to Wikipedia, even though it's inaccurate sometimes. Not Dallas Brody, Tara Armstrong. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna check. See, then I'll read a bit more. Yeah, but she's still considered a 1 BC member. Two of them are, they just don't get along or something, I don't know. Together, Tim and Paul helped me build 1 BC from the ground up. They poured countless hours, energy, and belief into a shared mission. Their political instincts, leadership, and dedication are a major reason 1 BC grew into an ascending movement in such a short period of time. Through this, I gained a profound amount of respect and loyalty to both of them. This is why the past 2 weeks have been so shocking and deeply painful. Okay, where are we now? Leadership is revealed that most clearly in moments of strain, long days at the legislature, mounting pressure, and internal disagreements tested all of us. Differences of opinion, particularly surrounding a junior staffer, were not the core issue. What truly mattered was how those challenges were handled, whether there was openness, communication, empathy, and a willingness to listen, adapt, and lead by example. After days, the silence by the leader and the sudden removal of the very people who helped build 1 BC without conversation, explanation, or accountability, I was left with a profound sadness and disbelief. What followed, including a unauthorized data breach that was admitted to me in writing, placed me in an impossible decision as board member and crossed lines I cannot ignore. This decision has not come easily. I make it with a heavy heart, but I also make it with clarity, conviction, and fidelity to the principles that brought me into public life in the first place. If we seek the opportunity to lead, we must accept the full responsibility that leadership demands. And when we fall short, we must be willing to own that as well. I will always be grateful for the moment in time that allowed us to work together so effectively and to bring a meaningful and principled voice into the legislature. At the end of what has been a very difficult time, I will close by saying this. My voice remains, and I will always fight for what's right. Okay, so basically, yeah, her and Dallas Brody got into a fight. Yeah, so, yeah, here's the letter. Dallas Brody has removed the letter. I'll read it now in a second. 1 second. Give me a second. I need to check these messages. Anyone in my stream messaging me? Okay. 1 second, guys. Just checking this now. Okay. So that's that. What else I want to get into is some of the issues with federal politics. And about how liberals think that there's more conservatives crossing the floor, which is certainly wrong. Mainstream polls got conservatives leading by 1 point. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find one of it. I'm gonna go to CTV. Now, all these news states are usually liberal biasness, liberal propaganda machines, but I'll still show it anyways. Okay, so. Okay, Eric Kirk, okay. Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of things posted. Okay. A lot of Trump stuff. Anyways. I'll just search up Michael Ma floor crossing. So they posted way more than one would expect. Okay, so here's the protest. When Canadians are angry enough to picket in the snow at Ma's office, you know that this isn't a normal floor crossing. This might just backfire on Carney. Will Michael Ma be man enough to talk to them, or will he do the Trudeau shuffle back to his office and hide? So let's read some comments. Name the traitors. Caution, members crossing. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that's quite undemocratic. Canadian politicians who crossed the floor. Yes, That is true. Daniel Smith did cross the floor, although it was towards the other right-wing party. So, even on that case, I don't agree with, no matter if it's a liberal to a conservative to a liberal, an NDP to conservative is highly unlikely. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan. This is all the federal ones who did since 1967. MP Michael Ma, party animal. I would consider him to be a party animal. Maybe Ma could hide Kearney's constituency office. Could hide at Kearney's constituency office. Okay. So, this is some other. I'm gonna go through Kearney's tweets. Then I'll go on Facebook and show you how much of sore losers the Hogan liberals are acting. Always acting up. Doing everything. Pissed about the independent review because it's taking months. The reason why is because we're looking at it clearly. Guys, just so you know, I do work with the PCs. I'm a volunteer. I volunteer with them. Not work, I volunteer more or less. Wonderful people. So yeah, this is what Carney's saying. We're gonna build Canada homes. Yeah, to be honest, guys, I don't even trust Carney. He's always
Canadian.
Bye, Carney. Okay. Yeah, show over to Facebook so I could show you what Fred Hutton and them are saying. In case you guys don't know Fred Hutton, he's an NL Liberal politician. He's my MHA, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish it was a PEC one, but whatever, I guess. It is what it is. Yeah, so he's a so he's the MHA from our district, Constitution Bay, Bell Island. He, he don't seem to, never mind. Guys, I don't want to say too many stuff. But yeah. You don't seem to know what he's talking about all the time. But, yeah. I'm going to go on Facebook now. Let me get it up. Let me get up his Facebook. Fred, the Liberal Party's Facebook. Fred Hutton. Okay. So, it's Fred Hutton. MHA for Conception Bay, Bell Island. So I'm gonna get this up. Facebook. I don't know where everyone is today. The stream is a bit dry. I don't like it. I really don't. It scares me even. So people should join it. Okay. Okay. So, this is what Fred shared. It's from the Liberal Party Facebook. Happening now. Premier Tony Wakeham hires Muskrat Falls architect Chris Huckelson to chair his independent panel to help justify killing the $225 billion Churchill Falls MOU. So basically the PCs are going to do an independent review, hold a referendum, the MOU. Yeah, and the Liberals wish it went without any explanation. That's what they want. Because we need a review, we need to look at it by an independent source because, I support the referendum. just to be clear how the PCs are doing it. Yeah, it's important because we don't know about the MOU. It could be good or bad, so that's why we're going to go through it, hold a referendum, and see how much it benefits Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. Yeah, and Liberals never done one explanation of it. They just wanted it done. Probably a terrible deal that sells a lot out to Quebec. But yeah, this is Fred Hutton now.
MOU.
Today,
If there was a referendum held, I would vote yes for this MOU.
Today, the opposition parties slammed the Tories for appointing a chief architect of Muskrat Falls. Liberal MHA Fred Hutton says his biggest fear moving forward is that our province is running out of time to ink the deal. Quebec Premier Francois, but his government is on shaky ground, showing poor polling numbers, and has to call an election next year.
Whether the Premier likes it or not, there is going to be an election in Quebec in the fall. We're looking at now, instead of a 60-day review, and then he said it was a 90-day review, now it's the end of April. That's 4.5 months away.
The panel will be led by Chris Hussle energy company, Emera. He was involved in the Muskrat Falls deal and can be seen here on the right of the screen, back when the original Muskrat Falls term sheet was signed in 2010. That deal saw Emera build the maritime link connecting Newfoundland and Nova Scotia.
If there was a referendum held, I would vote yes.
They put. Yeah, so that's that there. So I'll stop sharing. So yeah, basically, yeah. That's how it's going at this moment. All right. So I'll share a bit more stuff. Any comments? Nope. Yeah, so that's a Newfoundland update. Oh, by the way, there's a fiscally update. Liberals spent billion, I believe, was the deficit. Almost a billion, not 48 million exactly. With net debt, that's the deficit, with net debt close to 20 billion under the Liberals. Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, right. So we got 2 people in the live stream, so you guys could say hi. No, it might not seem like a lot, but my subscribers are going up quite a bit, a fair bit lately. So hello to everyone in the stream. Any questions before I get started with the next thing? Okay. No, okay. Well, I'll get to the next thing now. Pull it up. Okay. Guys, sorry about how I'm taking a while to put it up. I'm always like that. It's not up yet. Oh, okay, so this is what I want to show you. A tweet from a former school board trustee, a left-wing one, I believe. So I'll show you. Wyatt Claypool seen it, commented to it. By the way, Wyatt Claypool is a YouTuber, conservative YouTuber. His YouTube channel's Telegraph. But let me. I'm sorry. I feel for you guys. Really do. Why the hell do I press it there? Guys, sorry. Probably a suggestion. I'll stop sharing for a second to try and get it up quicker. Because it's less glitchy once you don't share, but okay. Here it is. Okay. 11 hours ago. So I'll put it like this, like so. Okay, so this piece, he is not a leader. I didn't realize accepting liberal premises is going to show you what this person said. Don't know who it is. Call it trustee at the school board. He says less and less of a leader each day. My conservative friends, I feel for you. So this is a video. Pierre Polyev.
And try to keep oil and gas. That Mark Carney has changed from things that he wrote for 10 years and that his party did for 10 years, which is to block pipelines and try to keep oil and gas in the ground.
Then why does Danielle Smith believe him?
Danielle Smith was very clever because she forced Carney to flip-flop and break his word to his cap and clean electricity regulation. Yep. Now, Ms. Smith defended her province by forcing Carney to flip-flop on that. But that, at the end of the day, does not mean that we should give him credit. He was threatening to do a lot of damage. Now he's doing a little less damage.
It's a good spot for the conservative members, but for other people, he's very unpopular. So hard to say if he'll survive the leadership review or not. He might, but yeah, that's basically what he said. Rosemary Bull. Most people at CBC are. And yeah, I'm gonna see if there's more videos of Pierce speaking. Get it up because it's so laggy when I do share the screen. Probably tortures you guys. Okay, so I'm going to get the other thing that I want to get, which I'll show you. So I believe this is something to do with Michael Ma. Again, bring it up.
But it is allowed. Of a weakness in your leadership that
living. Don't take my word for it. Take Mr. Ma's word. This is what he said just a few weeks ago in this country, where over 2 million Canadians are visiting food banks every month. At the end of every month, paychecks are not going far enough. Why is that? I'm quoting economic fact. When we create more units of currency and map them into the economy, that is not meaningful. Have risen more than 20%. He blames that on Mark Carney's deficit.
Yep. These are given talking.
They were his words.
What
were his words.
Okay,
so basically, guys, yeah, that's basically Polyev on the leadership review, and if he's in trouble or not. And here's the other thing here. This is CTV News, by the way.
Very troubled that they made that decision, but the people in their ridings voted for.
But there is absolutely zero sense of contrition on your part, particularly after the loss of these two MPs. Why?
Well, I'm very troubled that they made that decision, but the people in their ridings voted for the conservative agenda that I'm continually leading on in the House of Commons, again, which is to make this country affordable once again. And I'm fighting. I'm not. We focus a lot on the palace intrigue of Parliament visits to a food bank every single month. That is twice what it was just a decade ago, a number that's increasing increasing this year. Next year, grocery prices are expected to go up another $17,600. So I appreciate the obsession on the dinner table every night, and I have to have decent food, have a good home.
That's another news site talking about Pierre Poilievre. So that's that. Let's see, what other profits should I move on for? Oh yes, I'll go to the PEI leadership. So I know Wikipedia isn't always accurate, but leadership 2026 PC. I believe they're doing an NDP leadership there too. I could be mistaken. Yeah, they are. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this up. This Wikipedia page. Yeah, not many comments today. There were a few people watching, but never bothered to comment. Which is fine. Okay, so 2026 Progressive Conservative Party of Prince Edward Island leadership election. Rob Lates will most likely probably win it and become premier again, but I don't know. It's on February 7th. So a bit less than 2 months away. So Rob Lates is a candidate, obviously. He got endorsements from Sack Bell, Robert Crutcher, Brendan Curran, which is the new MLA, which you would have seen the by-election live. By the way, I don't know if the last live stream fully streamed or not, so sorry about that. Anyways, Corey Deagle, which was a withdrawal contestant he was going to run. Mark McLean, Barb Ramsey, and Brad Trivers. For Mark Little, so that's 8 Kurt Caucus. Then for Mark Little, I was all a former. Then there's a lot who never endorsed anyone yet. It's only really a former for here. Pat Bates, former premier of PEI. Jamie Foxx ran for the Federal Conservatives. Jamie Ballum. But Jamie Foxx was a former MLA. Then this was the endorsements for withdrawal: Corey Deagle, Sack Bell, Brad Trevers, Tyler Disroches, then Stephen Myers, who resigned a few months ago. Okay, so I'm going to go to the NDP leadership there. There's actually no leader because they don't hold any seats, so there's not much point. So PEI NDP leadership, Wikipedia. Despite they don't have a page for it yet, to be honest. I don't think they do. But it's supposed to be that's supposed to be February 7th too. Ironically enough. They probably did that purposely. But yeah, NDP PEI leadership. I'm gonna show you running Herb Dickinson, former NDP leader and MLA. So I'll show you the thing. Guys, I'm certainly not an NDP person, but I want to keep you all up to date. Oh yeah, then we'll look at the federal, which most likely will go to Heather McPherson, which very left. Tony McKeel is probably the most right one there. He's probably the best of the worst. But yeah, okay. Former PEI NDP leader and MLA, Herb Dickinson, seeks return to party's top job. I believe the leadership that will put forth great candidates. He'll probably for it, to be honest. They don't even hold any seats in the legislature. They may get one next time. The Green Party of PEI started opening nominations via early election. Well, there would have to be, actually, because, well, probably within March or April 2026, but there would have to be because the permanent leadership, we can't go past a year. So the latest, really, their election could be is February 7th, 2027. I think the scheduled election is let me see, guys, what the latest it could be before the leadership. PEI provincial election. And there's probably going to be one quite fairly soon. Scheduled honor before October 4th, but we know it has to be honored before February 7th. PCs may lose it, but that's besides the point. So, Herb Dickinson put his name forward for the NDP leader. Dickinson also served as the leader for 1995 to 2002. He announced today, I see that on Facebook or X. This is the president of the PEI NDP. So I'll stop sharing that and go to 2026 NDP leadership, which is in March, I believe. I don't know if any of the MPs endorsed anyone yet or not, but we'll check. Yeah, March 29th is supposed to be the leadership. I'll get it up. Let's get guys down. Candidates are Rob Ashton, Neil Johnson, Avi Lewis, Heather McPherson, and Tony McQuill. Chances are 9 chances out of 10 it will be Heather McPherson. There was this far left person trying to run, but they failed to qualify. Named Yeats Engler. He seemed ineligible. He was deemed ineligible for favoring Russia, which is quite strange for the NDP, but yeah. I think he was quite left, I think. I'm not sure if he was pro-Hamas or not. Some people said he was, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, something about it. Israel. Oh yeah, he's anti-Semitist too, yeah. Anywho. So, Rob Ashton is the International Lodgeware Warehouse Union president. Neil Johnson ran for North Island Powell River and she's a Campbell River City Councilor. Avi Lewis was the candidate for Vancouver Centre and lost. In West Vancouver Sunshine Coast C2C County and co-creator of Leap Manifesto. Heather McPherson, MP for Hermitage, Dean of Foreign Affairs, critic and whip of the NDP. So that's Heather McPherson. Guys, electric jellyfish can't see me. Can you see me now? Comment. Yes or no. Must have been a glitch or a lag. Okay, we can. Okay. Anywho. So Tony McQuill, 5-time federal NDP candidate, and Horan Bruce. Oh, it didn't let people type. Alright. That sucks. But I guess, yeah, I don't want to bother to fix it now, but that's why no one was typing. I was confused. It must be a glitch or something. 3-time Ontario NDP candidate, Tony McQuill is executive assistant to former Ontario Agriculture Minister Elma Buchanan. 3-term County Board of Education Treasury. JaxonPiercey will win it most likely. Endorsements. So Rob Ashton. Scott Duvall endorsed him. Lauren Liu, Nicole Turmel, Bonita Servila. Then former members of Provincial George Anderson and Roni Era. Former provincial and territorial politicians Monique Taylor. Municipal politicians Lucas Oakley. Other prominent individuals Marty Warren, United Steelworkers Organization, Service Employees, International Local 2, United Steelworkers. Okay, Tennille Johnson. Her second choice is Tony McQuail, or Tony McQuail's second choice, rather, sorry. Provincial politicians, Ty Boulay, Vice President of the New Brunswick NDP, former President, or Vice President of the New Brunswick NDP and former President of the New Brunswick NDP. Eric Robinson, Deputy Premier Manitoba. Sick. Okay. Yeah, we got that, okay. Avi Lewis, former members of Parliament for endorsements. Libby Davies, MP for Vancouver East, former MP for Vancouver East. DeVue Robinson, MP for Burnaby Douglas. Jessica Bell, so this is provincial. Member of Provincial Parliament for University Rosedale. Elise Fagnews, member of Provincial Parliament for Thunder Bay Superior North. Then provincial territorial politicians Jill Andrew, Jerry DeNovo, Joel Hardin, Stephen Lewis, Flora Marcelino. Municipal politicians Debbie King. Other prominent supporters Anya Abadrui, Ruben George, Adele Iskender, Naomi Klein, Nama Manshoff, Judy Rebick, Sia Tan, and Cornell West. Organizations University of Waterloo, NDP. Next is Heather McPherson. Former members of Parliament Lisa Marie Barron, Richard Cannings, Raymond Coate, Leela Dance, Randall. Jack Harris endorsed Heather. Yeah, she was in NL the other day, so I assume Jim did and then probably endorsed her. Jack Harris, Carol Hughes, Douglas Roach, and Linda Duncan. It does say if they endorsed her or not. I don't know if they publicly did, but yeah. Chanda Pasba, politicians Emma Shah, Rob Wilson, Kirsten Wan Tom, Amanda Freestep. Former provincial politicians Daniel Lavery, Rachel Knopfler, former Alberta Premier Shannon Phillips, and Chris O'Halloran endorsed her. Municipal politicians Michael Jens, Edmonton City Councillor, other prominent individuals James Ball, Mandy Lammershroom, Donna Hokio, and Tennille Johnson's second choice. So that's the bits. Are we still here? Can you guys see me? It glitched out at one point. I guess when I was changing tabs. But yeah, so that's that. I don't know what's wrong with my comments. I'll type hi. Well, chat is disabled for this live stream. So I must have clicked something. I'll try and fix that after. So yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna say any questions, but we're gonna have to fix that, guys. But I'm gonna look at one other thing now, which is Heather McPherson in NL. Then we'll probably wrap up the stream. Heather McPherson. Guys, sorry if it takes a while. It always takes forever. I completely understand. Wholeheartedly. Here's Heather McPherson. To be honest, I don't even know how to spell her name fully. But I'll get this here. Then here. And here. Yes, so Jack Harris endorsed her, which I never knew. He was a former MP here in NL. In fact, years ago, he was my MP before the district got redistributed in 2015, and he was defeated that year. He used to be my MP. As a matter of fact, scroll too fast because I might miss something. Oh yeah, that politician. Okay. Yeah, I believe she was in NL. I believe she was at one point. Should be around. Oh yeah, here. Newfoundland and Labrador has some of the high diabetes rate country. Price Jim didn't post it on that. He must have. But that's Jack Harris right here. So this is the endorsement post for Jack Harris. 23 hours ago, so it's quite new actually. Okay, Jack is a force of lucky to work with him and learn from him when I was first elected. His wisdom, support, and good humor has been invaluable, and it means so much that he continues to have my back. The French. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, he was my MP at one point, guys. And yeah. Let me go to Jim Dins. Guys, my eyes itchy. By the way, Jim Dins, the NDP leader in NL. In case you guys never knew, Jim Din. Okay. That's legit yesterday, okay. I'm sorry with my eyes, I'm sore. Just always so fidgety. But yeah, it was around the 10th. Yeah. I don't know. Wouldn't it be surprising? Could have been Sheila O'Leary. Oh well. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, so this is them basically. Yeah, so Sheila O'Leary's the other NDP MHA here. Jim and Sheila's two. So that's Jim and that's Sheila O'Leary back there, and that's Jim right there. Here's my mouse, if you could see it. And this is what she said. It was nice to talk to NDP MHAs in Newfoundland and Labrador again. Yesterday. They're working hard to bring more voices to the table and deliver for working people. We spoke about how the National Party can work with the provinces to deliver on healthcare affordability and housing. Yeah, I don't know how affordability if they love carbon taxes and all that. But, oh well. Yeah. But, any questions? Gonna look at one more thing. Let's see. I want this to be about an hour. I'll try to make all of my live streams at least an hour. But yeah, we could go for a few minutes and talk. Oh yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll talk about the Australian thing. So yeah, like I said yesterday, that was devastating. Yeah, but that's what happens when it's under a left-wing government. You know, jail, not bail. That needs to be it. Not bailing people out. I don't know if the shooters were in jail before or not. I don't believe, but yeah, but there needs to be tougher sentences in the meantime, so they know they want to do it. Make the world safer. And yeah. Then yeah, I hope Canada would take some advice for that. Also, it's quite important. And I don't know what chats are disabled this live stream, but who knows? Yeah, and also I know a bit about American politics, so I might go into a bit with it sometime. And yeah, I'll probably do a new federal election video soon. I'm hoping. And yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Bring up one more thing. Apparently, according to CBC Olympics, they're not doing the Olympic thing in Alberta, whatever the hell it is. I don't follow too deep on sports. Some sports. No, I don't mind hockey or soccer. But I'll have to find that now. Yeah, with them stopping the fits in Alberta. She's unreal. You know. But, here it is. Breaking Skate Canada to offense in Alberta. Story on our site in the CBC News app. See, it probably got a lot of full laughing emojis, I would say. One would, because Alberta's in the media have been hated. Yeah, that they talk about often, quite often. And I don't know why, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, and grocery inflation rose 4.7%, which is upsetting to hear. Apparently, the Nanos polls only show Liberals 2 point ahead, which is surprising because they're typically liberal. I don't know. I want to blame them because people are probably all pissed about Liberals being anti-democratic. Which I believe there's a petition on the go where you could sign. I signed it. And yeah. Oh yeah, Liberals are saying Stephen Harper certainly had no problems with MPs crossing the floor. Presley never preps. No, but I don't care. I'm the type of person that is all crap doing it because, how could your beliefs change that quickly? In my opinion. They're holding a by-election. Still then, I don't really agree with it overly. It's not my type, not my cup of tea. But yeah. Yeah, but I believe there's a lot of conservatives who left Stephen Harper's caucus to go to the Liberals. Also, potentially. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm so sorry about that, chat also. Yeah. Let me know what stuff you want me to make about next. What type of videos? I would love to know. And yeah, I also like doing live streams to keep you guys up to date. Like, it's quite important to keep everyone up to date on everything that's going on in this world. But yeah, we talk about sometimes even worldwide politics. I talk about sometimes. It's very important to know what's going on in the world. And yes, guys, alright. So we're at 1 hour now, so probably time to go. So I'll see you in the next stream, guys, and see ya. Peace. God bless. God bless. See ya.